Hi everyone, welcome back. I'm Mr. Peck here. Let us continue with the question 6 in this chapter, forces. Okay, let us read the question together. A horizontal force, 40 Newton, acts on two blocks A and B as shown in the diagram. So we have two blocks here, 8 kilogram and 12 kilogram, right? They are in contact with each other. If the surface on which A and B are placed has coefficient of friction 0.1. So this floor, the surface, this surface has friction. Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, because it gives us the coefficient. Maybe we write it down. This is actually the coefficient only. Yeah, not the friction itself. It's just the mu. It's just the mu. Okay. Right. Now, so now, calculate the common acceleration of A and B. So we want to find acceleration and also force exerted by A onto B. Okay, so what he wants us to find is we need to find the acceleration, and also we need to find the force exerted by A onto B. So this is the contact force. Yeah, we call it the contact force, FAB. All right. So how to do? First of all, let's draw the free body diagram. Yeah. Forces that acting on this object. So let's look at the block A. So forces acting on it is the external force 40 Newton, and also itself. Itself also has the weight. Yeah, its own weight. The normal force perpendicular to the surface, and because the surface is rough, so it has the friction. Okay, because this object is actually moving to the accelerate to the right, so the friction must be to the left. Okay, friction must be to the left, so this put as kinetic friction for A, and also B is blocking A. B is blocking A, so B also exert a force on A that is called FBA. All right, and then whereas on B itself, it has its own weight, the normal force, and then and this contact force exists in pairs. B push A also push B. So they exist in pair. So since we have FBA, so there must be also FAB. Okay, that means FBA is B push A. FAB is A push B. Okay, this is called the contact force. We can say that FAB is equal to negative FBA. They are called the action reaction force. Action reaction force, and they are equal magnitude, opposite direction. Yeah, they are actually the contact force. So today we learn about contact force. Yeah. So this is the question B. He asked us to find the contact force. Now, he gave us a mu, so I already put inside here mu k 0.1. We want to find acceleration. Okay, we want to find acceleration, but before we want to find acceleration, okay, let us want to find acceleration of the whole system, so we can make it like this. So we just use the total force equal to ma. Yeah. Okay, so acceleration is only in x component. So in x component, what force do we have? We have the force. We have the external force, 40 Newton. We also have the friction. Oh, I forget about friction here. Yeah? So the block B also experience another friction. Okay? Block B also experience another friction. Sorry. Which is going this way, friction on B. Right? So just rub it off first, this one. Okay. All right. We want to find acceleration of the whole object. So don't forget, we must put the sign positive, negative. Because since we have acceleration, follow acceleration put positive, opposite acceleration put negative. Okay. So acceleration is to the right. So direction to the right is positive. Direction to the left is negative. Okay. So what are the forces in x component which contribute to the acceleration? We have the external force F, and also we have the friction here. We have this friction. Okay. This contact force FBA and FAB, they cancel each other, so no more. All right. So can be disregard. So only the external force, friction, and friction for A and friction for B. Okay. So which one is positive? External force. External force is positive because it's same direction with acceleration. Like I say just now, follow acceleration, positive. Opposite acceleration, negative. So external force F is positive because same direction acceleration, but friction and these two friction is negative because the opposite direction of acceleration. Okay, so let's write it down. Let's write it down here. So the positive one is the external force. External force. The negative is both friction. Okay, friction of A and friction on B. Okay, so they are negative. So just put negative. Negative FKA, negative FKB. Okay? So these are the forces. The contact force FBA and FAB, they cancel each other, so no more. Okay, now, so these are the resultant force. They accelerate the whole system. So the total mass is 8 kilo plus 12 kilo. So just write it down. 8 plus 12 kilo acceleration. All right. Okay, we need to find we have the external force, 40 Newton, but we don't have the friction yet. We have to find the friction. So to find the friction, the question already provides us with the mu k, the mu, 0.1. So we need to find the friction. Friction A and friction B, which is the formula mu kn. But before we want to find friction, we need to find normal force. So to find the normal force, we refer to the y component, y component of each block. Okay, so like let's say the block A, the y component, I transfer already to here, below here. So the y component is the normal force and the weight. So let's find out. So total Fy is 0, no acceleration in y component. So we just put, and A is positive, negative WA equal to 0. So we have NA equal to WA. So WA is, this is 8 kilogram. So it's 8 times G. That is NA. Also, we find the normal force for y component for block B. Block B, also NB we have normal force B and weight of B. So same thing here happen. NB minus weight of B equal to 0. So NB equal to weight of B. So the weight, it is 12 kilograms. So we just put 12 G. So we got the normal force. We got the normal force for A, and we also got the normal force for B. So we can find their friction. We can find the friction because we already got their normal force. Okay, so let's find it. All right, let's find it. So FKA, friction for A is 0.1 times the normal force for A is 8G. Okay, let's calculate and we will get 7.848 Newton. That's the friction for A. Now, how about the friction for B? Also 0.1 times the normal force for B is 12G. So 12G, so we will get 11.772 Newton. Yes, that's our friction for B. Okay, so we got the friction already. So next thing is we just substitute here. Right? The external force is 40 Newton. So just put 40. Okay, just put 40 minus both friction. Okay, 7.848 minus 11.772. Okay, because external force is to the right, these two friction is to the left. Okay, so they minus out, yeah, to get the resultant force. So 8 plus 12 is 20A. So finally, our acceleration we get 1.019 meter per second square. That's our acceleration of the system. Okay, that's good. So we got the acceleration already. The next step is, we got the acceleration already. Next step is we want to find the contact force. All right, FAB. All right, to find the contact force, let's separate them into, because this has two objects. So two objects, remember, if you have two bodies, you must have two free body diagram. All right, you must have two free body diagram. So let's concentrate on block A. Block A, the mass A, which is 8 kilogram. So forces acting on block A is this. We have the, okay, I already put here. Remember, the body we just represent by 1 point. Okay, only one point mass to represent the object. So all the forces must draw at the 1 point, at the point mass. So for block A, we have the weight downwards, we have the normal force upward, we have the external force to the right. Yeah, this one, external force to the right. Yeah, it's pushing A. Yeah, it's pushing A. So this external force to the right. And block A also experienced the the contact force from B, which is FBA. Yeah, this is FB on it. FBA means FB on A, or B push A. Okay, B push A. Okay. A is trying to move to the right, but B is blocking the way. B is blocking the way. So the block A experienced the blocking force FBA. It experienced the blocking force FBA. Okay, so the blocking force FBA is to the left. And also there's another force to the left is the friction, because this ground is rough. It's a rough ground, rough surface. So motion to the right, so friction to the left. Yeah, friction opposes the motion. Okay, it experienced the blocking force from block B and also the friction to the left. Okay, so these are the forces acting on block A. Now, let's find out the x component. So in x component, okay, remember about the sign. Yeah? Again, the sign, when we have resultant force, when we have acceleration. So follow acceleration positive, opposite acceleration negative. So put the sign there. Put the sign there. Follow acceleration. So follow acceleration positive. Opposite acceleration is negative. Okay. So we can say force, external force 40 Newton is positive because follow acceleration. So just put, we just put F is positive. All right. And then this blocking force, FBA and friction, they are negative They are negative because opposite acceleration. Okay, so negative FBA, negative friction. So these three force, 1, 2, 3, these three force in the X component. All right, mass A only. So mass A, so this is 8A. Mass A is 8 kilogram. Okay, so just substitute the value. For F is 40. Contact force we want to find. And then friction we have already just now. We got already 7.848. Yeah, that's the friction on A. So 7.848, and then 8 acceleration we got just now is 1.019. Okay, so 1.019. Then finally we get our contact force FBA is 24 Newton. Okay, you calculate and see. So that's the answer for the contact force FBA. This one is FAB. They are the same because FAB is equal to negative FBA. Why negative? Because opposite direction. Yeah, both of them opposite direction, same magnitude, opposite direction, because they are action-reaction force. If you got FBA, that is actually FAB also. If you want to find FAB, we can do the mass B. Yeah, let's try out the mass B. So let's do the mass B also. Mass B. FAB is actually acting on mass B. Yeah, because block B experience the pushing force from block A. A is pushing B to the right, isn't it? A is pushing B to the right. So A push B by force FAB. Okay. B feels that A is pushing him. Yeah, this is the force FAB. B experienced the FAB. FAB is the force from block A pushing B. So this is block B. So block B experienced a pushing force from block A, which is FAB, FA on B. Yeah, this is FA on B. It means A push B. A pushes B, isn't it? A actually pushes B, isn't it? So FAB, okay, to the right. Yeah, A push B to the right, isn't it? A push B to the right. Okay, good. Now next we have the weight, its own weight, FWB. We have the normal force, and of course, block B also has the friction. Yeah, because in contact with the ground is rough, has friction. So friction to the left. Block B also experience friction to the left. Motion to the right, friction to the left. Okay. So these are the forces acting on block B. Remember the acceleration, just draw beside, don't draw on the point. Yeah, on the point itself, we only draw the forces. We don't draw acceleration on the point. Yeah, because acceleration is not a force. Okay. All right. So in X component, what force we have? So remember to put the sign first. Follow acceleration positive, opposite acceleration negative. So acceleration to the right. So to the right is positive, to the left is negative. So we can say FAB is positive, friction is negative. Okay? So write it down. FAB is positive, friction is negative. This is a friction. Okay? Because friction negative because opposite acceleration. And then mass B is 12 kilogram, so 12A. So with friction, friction we already have. We already got friction 11.772. So just put it down. Just write it down. FAB 11.772. So acceleration, we got it just now 1.019. 1.019. Okay, calculate and see. We got the answer 24 Newton also. You see? So you see, these two, they are the same, isn't it? They are the same. So we can say they are, yeah, this FBA and FAB, they are the same. They are called the contact force. Yeah, they are, these two force, they are equal. Equal. So they are called the contact force. Yeah, which is a action reaction force, equal magnitude but opposite direction. Okay, that's the answer for B, 24 Newton. Okay, so I hope you enjoy the videos. Yeah. So don't forget to like and subscribe the videos. Yeah, see you again next time. Bye.